I think they're sick. No, I mean it's some dirty style. I mean it's pretty cool if you can pull it off.
Is it that kind of incentive where another thing where you guys can push each other because you don't know who's going to be playing? And, you guys have both had really good starts to the year, so is that just kind of allow you to push each other a little bit more?
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to that game, I mean, I have no idea what's going to go into Randy's decision if it's just based on, the last game or last month or last who knows what. So yeah, I mean, we're pushing each other and like we always do, and we'll see what happens in the Winter Classic. I mean, either way, it's going to be a great experience. Obviously, you'd love to play, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Over the last couple of days, have you felt like, or did you feel like last night you could go ahead and lead from your position in the net? I mean, I know your comments after the Florida game and what you did last night. Do you feel like you can be a leader from the net?
I think you always want that chance to be a leader. I think everyone in here can be a leader, and it doesn't take much besides just going out there and working your butt off. Really, I mean, if you play the game with, I hate to say it all the time, but honesty and integrity. You know what I mean? You don't take shifts off for me, whatever it may be, however you want to call it, a couple minutes off. If you play true, I mean, then you're a leader. And so, you always want to be that guy that kind of guys can latch on to.
James, has Jonathan helped you push you knowing that he's here and that kind of the win and you're in type of mindset? Does that help push you this year?
It definitely helps to push you. I mean, you always want to go out there and be your best and want to win games and give the boys a chance. But obviously, when there's another world-class goaltender beside you, I mean, it's it pushes you. It obviously from day-to-day activities, from practice to pre-game skates to games. I mean, you have to be at your best every day.
Going back to Randy's decision for the Winter Classic, do you wonder how much tomorrow's game could play a role with that, because you're seeing the Red Wings tomorrow before the Winter Classic?
I guess maybe you could make that relation or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I think you could say something about that, but I mean, I don't know if it weighs too much. I mean, I don't know if they're still struggling with injuries over there. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, and so I mean, it's a different team too than what you might see in a week or two. So, yeah, it might have some bearing, but I don't think it'll have too much bearing.
Take me back to the new pads and back to Morwena. I mean, you had to wait a while before you got your first set of new pads, didn't you?
Yeah, I was. I think I was 15 when I got my first set of new pads, and so it's always fun. It's always fun when you get new gear. And I remember when I first got them and they came in a big box and never had anything like that happen. I was pretty pumped. I think I probably slept with them for a couple nights. I mean, it was a lot of fun. So even now, I mean, you still get that excitement when you get new gear, especially when it's different and you can have a little more fun with it. So that's one of the perks of being a goalie.